Have you ever wondered what happens when nations begin arming each other? It's a question that takes us straight into the heart of geopolitics. Imagine a chessboard, but instead of pawns and knights, we're dealing with missiles and fighter jets. The catalyst of arms export often lies in power dynamics, alliances, and rivalries. Take, for instance, the current scenario where India is arming the Philippines. Why? Well, it's a counter-move to China arming Pakistan. It's a complex dance of power plays, strategic positioning, and a dash of deterrent thrown in for good measure. These actions, however, don't exist in a vacuum. They ripple out, creating waves that can reshape the geopolitical landscape. The export of arms can bolster an ally, tip the balance of power, or even spark a conflict. As we delve deeper into the topic, it is important to understand that the export of arms is not a simple transaction, but a complex geopolitical maneuver. To understand the present, we need to examine the past. The history of arms exports is as long and complex as the history of human conflict itself. In the ancient times, empires like Rome and Persia traded weapons and military technologies with their allies and vassal states, using them as tools of diplomacy and control. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, and we see the rise of the armaments industry in Europe. Craftsmen in city-states like Venice and Nuremberg became renowned for their high-quality swords and firearms, which were sought after by armies and nobles across the continent. Then came the Industrial Revolution, a game-changer for arms production and export. The invention of machinery and new manufacturing processes led to a boom in the production of weapons, from rifles to artillery. This period also saw the birth of major arms manufacturers, many of which are still dominant players in the industry today. In the 20th century, the two world wars and the Cold War led to an unprecedented surge in arms exports. The United States and the Soviet Union, the two superpowers of the time, supplied their allies with weapons as a means of projecting power and influence. In recent decades, the landscape of arms exports has become even more complex. New players have entered the field, and old ones have redefined their strategies. The rise of non-state actors, the proliferation of advanced technologies, and shifting geopolitical alliances have all played a role in shaping the current state of arms exports. The impact of these exports on international relations and conflicts cannot be overstated. They have fueled wars, supported or toppled regimes, and altered the balance of power in many regions. They have also been a source of controversy, raising questions about ethics, accountability, and the role of the arms industry in society. The legacy of arms exports has left an indelible mark on global politics and continues to shape the world we live in today. Enter BrahMos, a game-changer in the world of arms exports. This supersonic cruise missile, an Indo-Russian collaboration, has been turning heads with its state-of-the-art capabilities. Designed for speed and precision, the BrahMos can be launched from land, sea, air, and even underwater. It's not just a missile, it's a manifestation of technological prowess and strategic acumen. BrahMos has become a significant player in the global arms export scenario, and for good reasons. Its ability to travel at speeds of up to 3 times the speed of sound and hit targets with pinpoint accuracy makes it a fearsome weapon on the battlefield. This missile can carry a conventional warhead of up to 300 kilograms, causing significant damage to its targets. What makes the BrahMos stand out even more is its versatility. It can be deployed in several different platforms, delivering a flexible solution to a variety of defense requirements. This versatility, coupled with its formidable capabilities, makes BrahMos a highly sought-after weapon system in the international arms market. The strategic importance of BrahMos cannot be overstated, especially in the context of India-Philippines relations. The Philippines, located in a region with complex and evolving security dynamics, has been seeking to bolster its defense capabilities. In this scenario, acquiring the BrahMos missile system aligns perfectly with its defense strategy. For India, this arms export signifies a strengthening of its geopolitical influence and marks a significant stride in its Act East policy. The BrahMos phenomenon is not just about a missile. It's about the power dynamics and strategic maneuvering that this missile represents. It's about the partnerships and alliances that are forged and reinforced through its export. It's about the message it sends to the world about the capabilities and ambitions of the countries that possess it. As we can see, BrahMos is not just a weapon, but a symbol of power and strategic advantage. So, What does the future hold for arms exports? As we venture further into the 21st century, the landscape of arms exports is set to drastically evolve, dictated by a confluence of factors such as technological advancements, geopolitical shifts, and changing international norms. In terms of technology, we are witnessing a quantum leap in the sophistication of weaponry. The future will likely see the proliferation of autonomous weapons systems, cyber warfare tools, and advancements in missile technology. These state-of-the-art weapons could potentially redefine the rules of warfare, and by extension, the market of arms exports. Geopolitically, the shifting power dynamics among nations will also shape the future of arms exports. The ongoing arms race between India and China, for example, has led to an intriguing pattern of arms exports. As China bolsters Pakistan's arsenal, India, in response, has started arming the Philippines with more sophisticated weapons, such as the BrahMos missile. This trend of countervailing arms exports is likely to persist in the foreseeable future, as nations strive to maintain a balance of power. The role of international norms and regulations cannot be overstated either. The Arms Trade Treaty, adopted by the United Nations in 2013, seeks to regulate the international trade in conventional arms and prevent their illicit trade. However, the effectiveness of such treaties in the future will hinge on the willingness of nations to abide by them, which is often influenced by their strategic interests. Moreover, the increasing concerns about human rights abuses and conflicts fueled by arms exports have led to a growing demand for ethical considerations in arms trade. This could potentially result in stricter regulations and a more transparent arms export process in the future. In conclusion, the future of arms exports is likely to be a complex interplay of technological advancements, geopolitical dynamics, and evolving international norms. While the future is uncertain, one thing is clear: arms exports will continue to play a crucial role in shaping our world. In the grand scheme of things, why does all of this matter? Well, it's quite simple, yet profoundly intricate. As we've journeyed through the evolving landscape of global arms exports, we've seen how the sale of weapons, from the BrahMos missile systems to more advanced technology, is far more than just a commercial transaction. These transactions are the threads that weave the complex tapestry of international relations. They are a testament to the alliances that nations form, the power dynamics they negotiate, and the conflicts they either deter or, unfortunately, sometimes instigate. Take, for instance, India's decision to arm the Philippines. On the surface, it's a bilateral agreement between two nations. Dig a little deeper, and you'll find a strategic move aimed at offsetting China's decision to arm Pakistan. In the chessboard of geopolitics, each move is calculated, each decision is deliberate, and each action reverberates across the globe. Moreover, these arms exports don't exist in a vacuum. They reflect, shape, and sometimes even disrupt the geopolitical equilibrium. The sale of advanced armaments can empower nations, altering the regional balance of power. These shifts can lead to changes in policies, alliances, and sometimes, sadly, the eruption of conflicts. But it's not all doom and gloom. In many instances, these arms exports serve as deterrents, maintaining peace by creating a balance of power. They can foster stronger diplomatic ties and propel technological advancement, fueling progress not just in defense, but in various other sectors as well. As we navigate the complexities of international relations and geopolitics, it is critical to remember that every action, including arms exports, has far-reaching implications. So the next time you read about an arms deal, remember, there's always more to the story than meets the eye. And that's the big picture.